You're rambling and no one's listening. If you want to sound more confident immediately, then use this one communication skill, the pause. The pause helps leaders like you sound more credible in the boardroom, more persuasive in sales, and more memorable when networking. Most professionals rush when they speak. They fill the silence with words like and so and like. Tell me what you think is wrong with this statement that I'm going to make. When I first started speaking, I used to speak really, really fast. And I thought that by speaking really fast, I'd be able to share a lot of information. And a lot of that information would land with my audience so that they would really pick up on what I'm saying. Did you pick up on it? Did you hear what happened there? What I was missing in all of that was pausing. See, pausing adds credibility to what you're saying. Let me rephrase what I just said. When I first started speaking, I thought that rushing through my speeches would add more value and I'd be able to say more and it would land with my audience. Think about what I just said there. I slowed it down. You were able to hear it and let it resonate with you. By rushing through it, you actually don't get the value of what I'm saying. It actually contradicts everything I was saying. So the power of the pause. Pausing is going to be your greatest strength as a leader. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how the pause helps leaders communicate with clarity, authority, and confidence in the boardroom, sales situations, and networking events. In the boardroom, pausing shows executive presence. When you pause before responding to a question, you show that you're being thoughtful. You show that you're emotionally in charge. You show that you're considering the bigger picture. Instead of rushing to speak, pause, organize your thought, and then speak with intention. Leaders who pause sound prepared, even when the conversation is unexpected. In sales, the pause builds trust. Most people talk too much when they're nervous. They try to over-communicate and over-explain. But really good communicators know to make their point, pause, and then move on. Because the pause invites the other person to think. It gives space for the client to speak. And then when the client speaks, you can actually hear what matters. The pause turns a pitch into a conversation, and conversations build relationships. When networking, the pause makes you more memorable. Most people introduce themselves quickly and then they move on. But the best communicators know that by pausing, people are going to remember you better. Think about this. At your last networking event, you might have said something that sounds like this. Hey, I'm Michael Esposito. I help leaders learn communication and lead better in boardrooms and in networking situations and in sales. And before you know it, you've walked away not really knowing what I do. Now imagine if I introduced myself to you like this. Hi, I'm Michael Esposito. I help leaders communicate more effectively in boardrooms and in sales situations. Some of those pauses might have seemed a little bit long, but they also added an element of curiosity where you might have been able to interject a question or a statement for us to connect in. It also allowed you to take what I said and let it resonate and land. Pausing adds curiosity, and it makes you more memorable when networking. As a coach, I see this transformation happen often. The moment my client pauses, their clarity increases, their confidence increases, because they're no longer rushing through to prove their point. They're allowing it to land. They're allowing their message to resonate with their audience. It looks like this. I'm a communication coach and trainer. I help executives and entrepreneurs clarify their message, speak confidently, and connect with their audience. Let's add some pauses to this. I'm a communication coach and trainer. Pause. I help executives and entrepreneurs, pause, clarify their message, pause, speak confidently, pause, and connect with their audience. Pause. because you might want to keep speaking after that. So it sounds like this. I'm a communication coach and trainer. I help executives and entrepreneurs, let that land, clarify their message, speak confidently, and connect with their audience. Pause. If you want to sound more confidently immediately, slow down. Pause. Let your ideas land. The pause gives your words weight. If you want to communicate more confidently in meetings, sales situations, networking events, then subscribe to my channel. And if you want support in developing your communication skills, then visit amplifyingyourleadership.com. I look forward to seeing you there. Stay happy and stay healthy.